You won't believe this, but Christopher Walken stumbled into acting purely by chance. I know it sounds wild, but trust me, that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to shocking facts about him. And get this, he recently dropped a bombshell about why he and his esteemed wife, Mrs. Georgianne Walken, never had kids. But wait, there's more. He's hiding a treasure trove of secret talents that'll leave you breathless, and there are many more interesting things about Christopher Walken waiting for you ahead. Let's start the video now. Let's start with the fact that Christopher Walken's talent is not simply in the field of art, but his work to make money before becoming famous is the most notable thing. Before Christopher Walken mesmerized audiences with his enigmatic performances on the silver screen, his journey into the world of acting was more serendipitous than planned. Unlike many aspiring actors who harbored dreams of Hollywood from an early age, Walken's path was more circuitous, guided by fate rather than ambition. From a tender age, she nurtured his burgeoning fascination with performance, planting the seeds of creativity that would later flourish into a remarkable career. Walken's formative years were steeped in the arts, and his mother's influence laid the groundwork for his future endeavors. As a youngster, Walken's enthusiasm for the performing arts found an outlet at the Professional Children's School in New York, where he honed his talents and developed a particular affinity for dance. His early experiences at the school not only provided him with a solid foundation in the arts, but also ignited a passion that would shape his trajectory. Under the tutelage of the renowned Washington Dance Studio, Walken immersed himself in the world of dance, displaying a natural aptitude for movement and expression. Yet fate had other plans for him. Despite his initial focus on dance, Walken found himself drawn to the allure of acting, embarking on a journey that would lead him down unexpected paths. By the age of 18, Walken had already begun treading the boards of theaters, captivating audiences with his raw talent and magnetic presence. His transition from dance to the stage was seamless, fueled by an innate passion for performance and a thirst for exploration. Walken's foray into the world of acting was propelled by a series of fortuitous encounters and opportunities. Each role he embraced paved the way for the next, propelling him further along his trajectory toward stardom. Yet, it was his role in Woody Allen's seminal film Annie Hall that served as a turning point in his career, catapulting him into the spotlight and cementing his status as one of Hollywood's most iconic figures. However, before Walken found his footing in the world of theater and film, there was one unexpected detour in his journey, a job that stands out as a surprising footnote in his storied career. This tantalizing detail leaves audiences intrigued and eager to uncover the hidden facets of Walken's remarkable ascent to fame. Like many teenagers seeking a taste of independence and a bit of extra cash, Walken ventured into the realm of seasonal employment, taking on a variety of roles that ranged from mundane to extraordinary. However, it was one particular job that stood out as a truly unique and memorable chapter in his life, the time he spent working at a traveling circus. At the age of 16, Walken stumbled upon an intriguing opportunity advertised in a trade paper, a position with a traveling circus owned by a man named Terrell Jacobs, renowned as a lion tamer. Drawn by the allure of adventure and the promise of excitement, Walken seized the chance to join Jacobs' troupe, unaware of the extraordinary experiences that lay ahead. Under Jacobs' guidance, Walken found himself thrust into a world of wonder and spectacle, where the boundaries between reality and illusion blurred in a mesmerizing display of human and animal interaction. Clad in identical outfits, Walken and Jacobs would perform a captivating act, their bond transcending the confines of their roles as employer and employee. In the eyes of the audience, Walken became Jacobs' surrogate son, a role he embraced with a mixture of awe and exhilaration. Central to Walken's role in the circus was his interaction with Sheba, a majestic lioness whose gentle demeanor belied her formidable presence. tasked with coaxing Sheba to perform a series of tricks, Walken found himself forging an unexpected bond with the magnificent creature. Despite the inherent risks, Walken approached his interactions with Sheba with a mixture of respect and admiration, earning the trust and affection of the powerful beast. Reflecting on his time with Sheba, Walken fondly recalled her playful antics and endearing mannerisms, likening her to a giant house cat with a penchant for mischief. Far from the fearsome predator one might expect, Sheba exuded a sense of warmth and familiarity, her playful nature a stark contrast to the wild and untamed image often associated with circus animals. Though the exact duration of Walken's tenure with the traveling circus remains unclear, the impact of his experiences lingered long after the final curtain fell. Christopher Walken's association with Saturday Night Live is a testament to his versatility and comedic prowess, with his appearances on the iconic sketch comedy show leaving an indelible mark on both audiences and the show's legacy. Since his inaugural hosting stint in 1990, alongside musical guest Bonnie Raitt, Walken has become a fixture on the SNL stage, delighting viewers with his eccentric characters and impeccable timing. In his debut as host, Walken wasted no time showcasing his multifaceted talents, kicking off the show with a spirited monologue that seamlessly blended song and dance, a fitting introduction to the eclectic performance that would follow. Throughout the episode, Walken proved himself to be a consummate entertainer, effortlessly transitioning between roles and embodying characters with his trademark charisma and wit. One of the standout moments from Walken's inaugural SNL appearance was his portrayal of the Continental, a character that would become synonymous with his comedic legacy on the show. With his distinctive voice and suave demeanor, Walken breathed life into this eccentric persona, captivating audiences with his offbeat charm and larger-than-life presence. However, it was Walken's legendary More Cowbell sketch that would solidify his status as an SNL icon. In this fan-favorite skit, Walken assumed the role of Bruce Dickinson, a fictional music producer tasked with overseeing the recording of Blue Oyster Cult's hit song, Don't Fear the Reaper. As Dickinson, Walken delivered a performance that was equal parts hilarious and memorable, urging the fictional band member Gene Frankel, portrayed by Will Ferrell, to unleash his inner cowbell enthusiast. With his deadpan delivery and unwavering commitment to the absurdity of the situation, Walken elevated the sketch to legendary status, transforming a seemingly innocuous prop into a comedic phenomenon. Joined by fellow SNL stars Chris Parnell, Horatio Sands, Jimmy Fallon, and Chris Kattan, Walken's performance became an instant classic, sparking laughter and spawning countless imitations in the years that followed. The enduring popularity of the More Cowbell sketch is a testament to Walken's enduring appeal and his ability to leave a lasting impression on audiences. Even years after its initial airing, the sketch continues to resonate with viewers, eliciting laughter and fond memories of Walken's comedic genius. In a 2019 conversation on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, SNL alum Will Ferrell reminisced about the unforgettable energy of the studio audience during the More Cowbell sketch, recalling how their enthusiastic response caused the studio floor to shake, a testament to the sketch's unparalleled popularity. Ferrell shared a humorous anecdote about speaking with Walken years later, discovering that the sketch had become an indelible part of Walken's life, eliciting playful remarks from strangers and even infiltrating his dining experiences. According to Ferrell, Walken humorously recounted how the sketch had permeated various aspects of his life, from encounters with fans during curtain calls to unexpected references at restaurants. Despite the ubiquity of these interactions, Walken maintained a sense of amusement and good humor, his trademark grin serving as a testament to his enduring charm and affability. In a subsequent interview on Conan, Walken reflected on the widespread impact of the More Cowbell sketch, acknowledging its status as a beloved cultural touchstone while expressing a hint of weariness at its omnipresence in his daily life. Recounting a humorous encounter at a Singapore restaurant where a patron quoted the sketch while referencing a salad, Walken humorously remarked that the joke had gone too far, signaling a mild exasperation tempered by his characteristic wit and self-deprecating humor. Despite Walken's light-hearted demeanor, it's evident that the incessant references to the More Cowbell sketch have become a double-edged sword, simultaneously reinforcing his status as a comedic icon while occasionally encroaching upon his personal space. Yet, Walken's gracious acceptance of these interactions speaks volumes about his enduring popularity and his willingness to embrace the whimsical quirks of celebrity culture. One surprising thing is that fans always block Christopher Walken. Despite his celebrated body of work and his acclaimed performances, Walken has found himself grappling with the unintended consequences of his enduring popularity, with fan interactions occasionally encroaching upon his desire for privacy. In 2020, director Tim Hill shed light on Walken's reluctance to travel for film projects, attributing it to the overwhelming attention he receives from fans, particularly regarding his iconic More Cowbell sketch from Saturday Night Live. According to Hill, Walken's airport encounters often consist of enthusiastic fans invoking the famous catchphrase, "More Cowbell." This constant barrage of attention has left Walken feeling somewhat hesitant about venturing into public spaces, where he risks being inundated with requests to perform or repeat lines from his most famous roles. Hill emphasized that Walken doesn't harbor resentment towards his fans for their enthusiasm, but rather seeks to be recognized for the breadth and depth of his talents beyond the confines of a single sketch or catchphrase. Despite the challenges posed by his public persona, Walken remains committed to his craft, striving to carve out spaces where he can explore new roles and showcase his versatility as an actor. However, while Walken may harbor reservations about the unwanted attention generated by his iconic roles, other actors involved in the More Cowbell sketch have embraced its enduring legacy. In 2022, Will Ferrell delighted audiences by ringing a cowbell on stage during the Cancer for College concert, a playful nod to his memorable performance alongside Walken. Although such acts of homage may inadvertently draw further attention to Walken, they also serve as a testament to the enduring impact of his work and the camaraderie shared among his fellow performers. Despite the occasional disruptions caused by his fame, Walken has continued to grace the SNL stage on multiple occasions, reaffirming his commitment to the show that helped catapult him to stardom. Hosting the show in 2001, 2003, and 2008, Walken demonstrated his enduring appeal and his willingness to engage with audiences in spite of the challenges posed by his celebrity status. Besides his career achievements, Christopher Walken's greatest accomplishment in life has been his marriage to his wife, Georgianne Walken. Their journey began in the vibrant backdrop of the 1960s, amidst the spellbinding allure of a Broadway production of West Side Story. From the moment Walken laid eyes on Georgianne, he was captivated by her beauty and charm, his heart instantly drawn to hers in a whirlwind of emotion. Describing their initial encounter, Walken's words as recounted in his biography, Christopher Walken, A to Z. The man, the movies, the legend echoed the sentiment of a love that transcended time and circumstance. She was a fox. She is a fox. We loved each other right away, Walken professed, encapsulating the magnetic pull that brought them together in a bond that would withstand the test of time. Georgianne, equally enamored by Walken's presence, reciprocated his affection with a depth of feeling that mirrored his own. United by a shared sense of connection and mutual admiration, the couple wasted no time in embarking on a journey of love and companionship, exchanging vows in 1969 and embarking on a lifelong adventure hand in hand. Unlike many couples in the entertainment industry whose relationships falter under the glare of public scrutiny, the Walkens have steadfastly maintained their commitment to each other, finding solace and fulfillment in life's simple pleasures. For Christopher, happiness is found in the quiet moments of reflection, gazing out the window and reveling in the beauty of a life shared with his beloved wife. I'll be looking out the window and I'll think, I feel pretty good. My bills are paid, my wife is healthy, the weather's nice. That's really all I care about, Walken confessed in an interview with the New York Times magazine, underscoring the profound bond that sustains their enduring love. Despite their decades-long partnership, Georgianne has often remained a private figure, shying away from the spotlight that shines so brightly on her celebrated husband. Yet, her influence on Walken's life and career is undeniable, serving as a source of inspiration and strength throughout their shared journey. Georgianne Walken's illustrious career in the entertainment industry has solidified her as a formidable force behind the scenes, earning her acclaim and recognition for her invaluable contributions as a casting director. While her husband, Christopher Walken, commands attention on the silver screen, Georgianne's influence is felt in the meticulous craftsmanship of casting, shaping the narratives and characters that captivate audiences worldwide. Delving into the realm of casting, Georgianne embraced her role as a liaison between producers, directors, and actors with fervor and precision. Her journey began in 1989 with the film Point of View, marking the inception of a career that would see her ascend to the pinnacle of success in the competitive world of casting. As a casting director, Georgianne's expertise lies in her ability to discern the essence of a character, matching performers with roles that resonate authentically with the director's vision. Tasked with the formidable responsibility of filling character roles, she navigates the intricacies of the casting process with finesse and intuition, cultivating relationships with actors and their representation to assemble the perfect ensemble cast. Georgianne's talents have not gone unnoticed, as evidenced by her involvement in some of the most iconic television series of our time. From the star-studded allure of Entourage to the gritty realism of The Sopranos, her keen eye for talent has left an indelible mark on the landscape of television, elevating the caliber of performances and enriching the storytelling experience. Her achievements have been lauded with numerous accolades, including 9 Emmy nominations, a testament to her unparalleled skill and dedication to her craft. In 1999, Georgianne's exceptional work on The Sopranos earned her the coveted Emmy Award for Outstanding Casting in a Series, a crowning achievement that solidified her as a trailblazer in the field of casting. Beyond the glitz and glamour of award ceremonies, Georgianne's impact reverberates throughout the industry, shaping the careers of aspiring actors and influencing the trajectory of countless television projects. Her contributions to the Casting Society of America have garnered further recognition, with multiple awards celebrating her commitment to excellence and innovation in casting. We all know that most couples who have been married for a while decide to add more members to their families. However, Georgianne and Christopher Walken chose not to have children. While the couple has remained private about the reasons behind their choice, Christopher Walken has occasionally reflected on the implications of not having children and how it has influenced his perspective on life and work. Despite portraying fatherly roles on screen, Walken has expressed a sense of contentment with his decision, acknowledging that parenthood is not a role that resonates with his personal identity. In a candid interview with the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, Walken mused on the notion of fatherhood, admitting that while he has pondered the idea, ultimately, it's not a path he has chosen to pursue. He attributes his dedication to his craft and his prolific work ethic in part to his child-free lifestyle, finding fulfillment in his professional endeavors and the freedom it affords him. Walken's experience with children, gleaned from interactions with his nieces and nephews, has provided him with insights into the joys and challenges of parenthood. Despite his fondness for family gatherings, he readily admits to cherishing the moments of solitude that follow their departure, a sentiment echoed by many who have opted for a child-free existence. While the decision not to have children may have sparked curiosity among fans and observers, Christopher and Georgianne Walken have found solace and companionship in their shared love for their fur babies. In lieu of children, the couple has embraced their roles as pet parents, lavishing affection on their beloved cats and finding joy in the unique bond they share. In an interview with Parade magazine, Walken candidly shared that their cats fill the void of parenthood in their lives, bringing laughter, warmth, and companionship into their home. Despite the absence of human children, their furry companions have become cherished members of their family, providing comfort and companionship in equal measure. Ultimately, Christopher and Georgianne Walken's decision not to have children has afforded them the freedom to prioritize their careers, pursue their passions, and cultivate a deep and abiding love for each other. While their choice may diverge from societal norms, it has enabled them to forge a life that is uniquely their own, filled with love, laughter, and the unconditional devotion of their furry companions. Let's put aside Christopher Walken's family story for a moment. Do you know that he is actually a person without ambition? His unassuming demeanor and refreshingly modest outlook have long set him apart in the often cutthroat world of Hollywood. Described by Guardian reporter Emma Brox as aggressively modest, Walken's humility seems to render him immune to the pressures and pitfalls of celebrity, offering a glimpse into the psyche of a man who navigates fame with grace and authenticity. In a candid conversation with The Guardian, Walken shed light on his philosophy of life and career, attributing his long-term success and well-being to a decidedly low-key approach. Despite his illustrious career and status as a Hollywood icon, Walken remains refreshingly humble, eschewing the trappings of fame and fortune in favor of a simpler, more grounded existence. Reflecting on his journey in the entertainment industry, Walken expressed gratitude for the unexpected twists and turns that have shaped his career, admitting that he never harbored grand aspirations or chased after success with fervor. "Things have worked out better than I expected, perhaps because I didn't expect things to be good. I really didn't have any aspirations. I'm lazy," Walken confessed, offering a glimpse into his refreshingly candid perspective on life. Indeed, Walken's laid-back attitude extends to his approach to work, where he refuses to succumb to the pressures of ambition or the fear of failure. Instead, he embraces a sense of tranquility and acceptance, trusting that opportunities will arise in due time and allowing himself the luxury of enjoying periods of downtime without succumbing to panic or anxiety. For Walken, rejection is simply a part of the business, and he approaches it with a level-headedness that belies the competitive nature of Hollywood. "I've always found it to be an honest place," Walken remarked, emphasizing the simplicity of the industry's decision-making process. Whether he lands a role or not, Walken remains unfazed, secure in the knowledge that his worth as an actor transcends the whims of casting directors and producers. You might not know this, but Christopher Walken's multifaceted talents extend far beyond the realm of acting, encompassing a lesser-known but equally impressive skill set as a trained dancer. While many became acquainted with his dance prowess through the iconic music video for Fatboy Slim's Weapon of Choice, Walken's early foray into dance predates his illustrious acting career, laying the foundation for his remarkable versatility as a performer. Born Ronald Walken, the future Hollywood legend inherited his name from his parents' admiration for British actor Ronald Colman, whose success in American films inspired their choice. However, Walken's journey to stardom began under a different moniker, as he was known affectionately as Ronnie during the early stages of his career. It wasn't until his tenure as a nightclub dancer, performing alongside Belgian cabaret sensation Monique van Voren, that Walken's name underwent a transformative evolution. As Van Voren introduced her troupe to the audience one fateful night, she spontaneously bestowed upon Walken the name Christopher. Ever adaptable, Walken embraced the new moniker without hesitation, adapting it for his professional endeavors and allowing it to become synonymous with his burgeoning reputation as a performer. Despite the professional adoption of the name Christopher, Walken's friends and family continued to affectionately refer to him as Ronnie. Yet, in the eyes of the public, Walken became known by his stage name, Christopher, a persona that would come to define his illustrious career on stage and screen. Now, let's talk about Natalie Wood's death, which left Christopher Walken devastated. The tragic death of Natalie Wood on the night of November 29, 1981, remains one of Hollywood's most enduring mysteries, with Christopher Walken finding himself unexpectedly entangled in the events surrounding that fateful evening. At the center of the controversy were Wood, her husband Robert Wagner, and Walken, who had been aboard the yacht Splendor near Catalina Island. The trio's presence on the yacht that night was due to their involvement in the filming of the movie Brainstorm, which brought them together for what was intended to be a relaxing and enjoyable time off-set. However, the events that unfolded would cast a shadow of suspicion and speculation over Walken's involvement in the tragic incident. Despite the swirling rumors and conjecture surrounding Wood's death, Walken has steadfastly maintained a public silence on the matter, opting not to engage in discussions or offer insights into the events of that night. In a rare comment to People magazine in 1986, Walken made it clear that he had no intention of discussing the matter further, stating that it was a conversation I won't have. Years later, in a 1997 interview with Playboy, Walken reiterated his reluctance to delve into the details of Wood's death, expressing uncertainty about what transpired, but speculating that it was likely an unfortunate accident. His reticence to engage with the media on the subject has only fueled further speculation and intrigue, leaving many unanswered questions lingering in the public consciousness. While the official ruling by Los Angeles medical examiner Thomas Noguchi deemed Wood's death an accidental drowning, conflicting accounts and discrepancies in witness testimonies have continued to cast doubt on the circumstances surrounding her demise. Vanity Fair's investigation into the original police report uncovered conflicting stories from yacht captain Dennis Davern and Walken himself, suggesting the possibility of tension and volatility aboard the Splendor in the days leading up to Wood's death. Davern later alleged that tensions between Wagner and Wood had reached a boiling point on the night in question, fueled by jealousy and fueled by alcohol, prompting Wood to attempt to leave the yacht in a desperate bid to escape the escalating confrontation. Despite Davern's claims and the lingering uncertainties, Walken has steadfastly refused to publicly address or clarify his role in the events of that tragic evening, leaving the truth shrouded in mystery and speculation. On the other hand, Christopher Walken gave a realistic look that is completely different from what we imagine about the backstage where he works. In a revealing interview with The Independent in 2010, Walken candidly admitted to liberating pieces of wardrobe from various movie sets throughout his career. The incident that sparked the conversation occurred when Walken arrived for the interview sporting a jacket that eagle-eyed viewers recognized from his role in the film The Comfort of Strangers, filmed 2 decades prior in 1990. When questioned about the garment's origins, Walken didn't mince words, freely confessing to pilfering items from movie sets as a matter of habit. "I never buy clothes," he quipped, before elaborating on his unique approach to fashion. According to Walken, the practice of borrowing wardrobe pieces from film sets has been a long-standing tradition for him, with each movie serving as an opportunity to refresh his wardrobe without spending a dime. Despite the lack of official permission or compensation, Walken unabashedly admitted to helping himself to clothing items that caught his eye, viewing it as a fringe benefit of his profession. The actor's penchant for liberating wardrobe items has not gone unnoticed by film crews, with anecdotes of his shopping sprees circulating within the industry for years. In one particularly memorable incident during the filming of Batman Returns, the clothing department preemptively cleared out Walken's dressing room while he was busy on set, anticipating his penchant for souvenir hunting. By the time Walken finished his last scene, the items he had mentally earmarked for acquisition had vanished, leaving him empty-handed and outmaneuvered by the savvy crew members who had anticipated his intentions. Outside of the arts, did you know that Christopher Walken is a good chef? Christopher Walken's culinary prowess and unique approach to cooking reflect a rich tapestry of influences drawn from his upbringing and heritage. Raised in a household steeped in the tradition of German baking, Walken's childhood was imbued with the intoxicating aromas of freshly baked goods and the tantalizing flavors of his family's culinary heritage. Descended from a long line of German bakers on his father's side, Walken inherited a deep appreciation for the art of baking and cooking from his immigrant parents. Despite the familial connection to the world of pastry and confectionery, Walken's palate was also exposed to a diverse array of dishes that he affectionately referred to as peasant food. These hearty and rustic fare, including head cheese and oxtail soup, provided a stark contrast to the sweet delicacies that filled the shelves of his family's bakery. Walken's culinary journey extends beyond the boundaries of his familial traditions, with the actor expressing a penchant for experimenting with cuisines from around the globe. From Mexican to Thai cuisine, Walken's culinary repertoire knows no bounds, reflecting his adventurous spirit and willingness to embrace new flavors and techniques. Despite his familial ties to the world of baking, Walken's personal tastes tend towards the savory rather than the sweet. His aversion to desserts stems from a lifetime spent surrounded by cakes, pastries, and chocolates, a sensory overload that left him preferring the robust flavors of savory dishes over the cloying sweetness of desserts. In his culinary pursuits, Walken approaches cooking with the same level of dedication and precision that he brings to his craft as an actor. He finds solace and satisfaction in the act of preparing meals at home, eschewing the allure of dining out in favor of the intimate and comforting environment of his own kitchen. However, while the allure of on-set buffets may be enticing to some, Walken is acutely aware of the pitfalls of overindulgence, especially in an environment where inactivity and long hours of waiting are the norm. As an actor with a keen understanding of the camera's unforgiving gaze, Walken acknowledges the truth behind the adage that the camera adds 10 pounds. The constant scrutiny of appearance, coupled with the sedentary nature of on-set downtime, creates a perfect storm for weight-related challenges among actors. Walken himself has witnessed firsthand the fluctuations in weight that can occur during the prolonged shooting of a film, recalling an instance where the passage of 8 months resulted in noticeable changes in the physiques of the cast. Despite the abundance of delectable fare available on set, Walken exercises restraint, recognizing the importance of maintaining a balance between indulgence and moderation. While he acknowledges the allure of the buffet table and the primitive thing that draws people to it, Walken remains mindful of the potential consequences of overeating, opting to navigate the culinary temptations with caution and self-discipline. Outside of the confines of the movie set, Walken's approach to eating remains unconventional, as he adheres to a single meal-a-day regimen, typically enjoyed around 7 p.m. Despite breaking the conventional rules of healthy eating, Walken's dietary habits reflect his individualistic approach to life, prioritizing simplicity and convenience over traditional notions of nutrition. Now, a fact that everyone must know is his resistance to technology. Christopher Walken's aversion to modern technology sets him apart in an era defined by constant connectivity and digital dependence. In an age where social media platforms like Twitter dominate the virtual landscape, Walken remains conspicuously absent, eschewing the trappings of online communication in favor of a simpler, more analog existence. Despite his status as a cultural icon, Walken has steadfastly refused to embrace the digital age, opting to eschew the use of cell phones, computers, and other modern gadgets. This aversion to technology extends to his personal life, as evidenced by his lack of a Twitter account and his reliance on more traditional forms of communication. During a tour of his old neighborhood in Astoria, Walken's reliance on his driver for navigation underscored his detachment from modern conveniences, with the actor admitting to The New Yorker in 2010 that he didn't even own a cell phone at the time. This stance has remained unchanged over the years, with Walken proudly proclaiming himself a Luddite in interviews and expressing a firm belief that there is no turning back from his tech-free lifestyle. Despite his reluctance to embrace modernity, Walken acknowledges the positive impact of technology on the entertainment industry, noting the expansion of opportunities afforded by platforms like Netflix. However, when it comes to matters closer to home, Walken remains staunchly opposed to the intrusion of technology into his personal life, preferring to maintain a sense of privacy and detachment from the digital realm. Walken's wife, on the other hand, has embraced technology, prompting bemusement from the actor at the idea of searching for oneself online or engaging in what he humorously refers to as masochistic activities. Despite his wife's familiarity with computers, Walken has steadfastly resisted the temptation to delve into the digital world, preferring the simplicity and reliability of a landline for communication with the outside world. What do you think about Christopher Walken's little-known facts? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.